Hi, I'm Brett, and today I've got some really exciting news on the ongoing soot issues with these turbo diesels, and I'm standing beside a 2.5 litre turbo diesel Mitsubishi Triton, and you will have seen on our other videos how we've been showing the ongoing build-up of EGR and soot being combined in the inlet manifold and choking the manifold, which is commonly modified with blanking plates in the EGR valve, that's the exhaust gas recirculation valve, or people putting catch cans in to catch the blow-by so it doesn't mix with the EGR soot that comes out of the exhaust manifold. So for that information and just how bad it is, just do a search on the internet for MRT EGR soot or similar or something like that. But what we have been doing in the last 6 months quietly has been testing different chemicals on on-car cleaning systems to see if we can repair or service or clean out this soot without having to dismantle inlet manifold, because typically you can spend anywhere between $1,000 and $1,700 in labour, parts and acid cleaning and gaskets when you dismantle the inlet manifold and then clean it all up and put it back together. And again, you'll see some still photos at the bottom of this video page linked to our Facebook page on the albums, where I'll show you what it looks like before and after. The downside is it's quite labour intensive and quite expensive. And also the other downside is you can't actually clean the build-up of this EGR soot actually in the head itself, because you don't want to pull the head off. It's just ridiculously expensive. So what I've got in my hand here is the throttle body assembly or butterfly valve of the turbo diesel with the bolt-on assembly where the EGR valve sits, and the inlet pipe that goes over sort of like here down into the inlet manifold. And the still photo you'll see down inside there is actually showing now a substantial improvement in the eradication of this soot. And if I can get my cameraman, it's a bit difficult to see. Can you get inside there, Anthony? You can see where it's clean here, it's still a bit sooty there, but that's certainly substantially improved. And this has been using this on-car, well, it's like an injector cleaner, but it's actually quite nasty. This plate here bolts over the top of the inlet pipe, and then onto that we put this, I'll get you close up, this nozzle which has got an injector on it, which is controlled via that electronic mechanism, which is then fed by this high pressure cylinder full of really nasty it's actually some of this stuff here. Now I don't want to show you what it is yet, because the supplier may not be ready to supply it here in Australia yet, but it's effectively oven cleaner for the inside of the car, whilst at the same time not doing damage to the engine. It gets rid of all this soot. So we've actually now run this car several times through this on-car cleaning system and had to do several oil changes. But the good news is the cost would be well under half of what it would normally take to do a full dismantle and rebuild of these inlet manifold parts. And the good thing is, at the same time, is it will actually clean the inside of the head, which you can't do when you do an off-car cleaning work like we've done in the past. So there you have it, a little bit more of an update for your turbo diesel. These ongoing problems will manifest themselves in turbo petrol, although not quite as bad because you don't have the soot build up. But gone are the days where you had fuel going through a carby inlet through the inlet manifold and through the engine, which has a washing and a cleaning effect. With direct injection engines, both turbo diesel, non-turbo and turbo petrol and non-turbo, these injectors are going straight in the head. You don't have the fuel going through the inlet manifold to clean them anymore, and you get this build-up of crankcase blow-by, EGR, and of course when it's a turbo diesel you get the mix of all the soot that comes out of the exhaust manifold through the EGR valve. Remember, as part of this ongoing update with the adjustment of the factory ECU tuning with our software, we control the EGR valve, and I'm just trying to find, this is the valve that we've taken off this particular car. Whoops, I'll just drop the bolts, but you can see right down inside there, that's the part that leads onto the inlet manifold. And this is the part that comes from the exhaust, because that's what brings the exhaust gas recirculation back into the inlet manifold as part of the design of the engine. Do a search on the internet, MRT Performance. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. Make a comment, subscribe to us here on our channel. Go to the link at the bottom of the info of this video to where it says more pictures here. That'll take you directly to the album on our MRT Facebook page, and you'll learn a little bit more about this. And contact us for more information on any of these things that we specialise in. And for today, with a happy face and a happy customer who's going to collect his car soon, I'm Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.